Travis Gillespie. In the last video, we looked at using data to displaying that data on a histogram, and now we're going to move forward to looking at a line graph. And line graphs, they're used to show trends, to make estimates for values between data points. I'm looking for my pen here. There we go. And let's see, pretty much line graphs, they also help to show change in data over time. So I'm given the following information. Start drawing it up here for you. And it's the number of polio cases by year. And these are polio cases worldwide. So we got the years 1975, 1980, 1985, 1990, 1995, then 2000. And then on the other side, you've got the values, 49,293, and then 52,000. And that's a little bit too low, so I'm going to raise it. So 52, 552, 552, and then 38,637. And we got 23,484. 7,035. That's a bad 3. 35 and 2,880. Cool. And I'll just divide these out just so we have space between them and they're easier to visualize. Oop. Cool stuff. All right. Now from here, I'm going to create a line graph. Actually, I'm going to move that. Give it some more space here. Cool. Back to my pencil, and then throw down the following years again. I'm going to put 1975, 1980, 1985, 90, 95, then 2000. Put 19 there. And then this is the years, or the year. And over here, this is the number of cases. So, number of cases. That's looking off, so let me fix it. So that's the number of cases. And well, let's just throw these into increments. My smallest value is 2,000, it looks like. And my highest value, it's looking like it's 50,000. So let's go in increments of about 10,000. That should be enough. All right, 10K for 10,000, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60,000. That was my alarm going off, but 60,000. And going back to the chart here, it's 1975. It looks like there were 49,000 cases of polio. I'm going to change my color here and actually change my brush too. So it looks like we were at almost 50,000. So 1975, almost 50,000. So right below 50,000. Hey, these were the polio cases. And at 1980, we're at 52,000. So just above 50,000. Right about here. Okay. And at 85, looks like there were about 38,000. So just below 40. Out there. And 1990, we're at 23,000, so just above 20, right about here. And at 95, 7,000, so below 10,000, maybe here. And then at 19, just making sure, yeah, that's under. And then 2,000, there were about 2,000 cases. And so we'll put that there. Okay, so now the next step is let's connect these points. We're going to start over with that line. Cool. So up above at my frequency table, it's just a list of numbers. I don't really see a pattern, and to me, it doesn't make a lot of sense. To whereas now I've got this graph made, and it makes a great amount of sense out of the data above. Um, and you're able to make sense of this data and actually even predict points that you don't even have and interpolate what you see between the points. Um, So let's just take the case of between 1985 and 1990. Let's see what's going on here. Well, there's a downward trend. So I can say, hey, between 85 and 90, let's say 87, it looks like if this were the fall, um, the value's dropping. Well, in between, where am I here? So yeah, 85 between 90. So I would say, hey, you know what? This is between 23,000 and 38,000. So I'm probably going to be close to, and let me just pull out a line. I'm going to cheat just a little bit and give a ruler here just so you see what I'm talking about. So 87 to 90. You're seeing that between 38,000 and 23,000, they're probably close to, 25 to 29,000 cases. So it's in between. And that's how you're able to interpolate data based off points between a line graph that aren't actually on the graph, but based on the line or the trend of the graph itself. So there's lots of ways to visualize data depending on the situation, the scenario, the data set. And you have to pick the appropriate representation that will allow you to see most that structure, the most structure. So you can see it's fun looking for structure in the data.